Hello friends. Today I have a simple little pocket to make. You can use it in a journal or you could use it in Easter decorations. I think it would be really pretty as a place card in a plate. Let me move this aside. Just, in a plate with maybe put a name on it or not, just as a little gift. These I've put a scripture card in. You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. And then I have another card in here that I just stamped a flower on to kind of... This paper shows the blue through it. I didn't have a light yellow one to put in this, and so the blue kind of showed through. The blue or the green, I can't decide what it is. It looks blue sometimes, but anyway, whatever color that is, it was showing through a little bit. So I decided to put another card in there. Could be a journal card or whatever, if you put it in a journal. And then this one is also, I can't decide about this. I made this little frame by using some dies and cutting a frame and embossing it. And I can't decide if I want it on here or not. I kind of like it. I can't figure out if it's too much. I've got these stickers that I got at Walmart. They're crosses and faith-based stickers. And I thought it looked pretty with this one. But then I couldn't decide if that was too much on there. So let me know what you think. But I'm going to show you how I did this real fast, because it is a fast project. I know we like those. I have this package of 50 envelopes that I got. It was on clearance. And it looks like it was in October of 21. And it was $5.44. It was the regular price, and I got it for $3.50. And you know how I love a bargain. There were these colors in there. I've used a lot of the blue ones. There's pink and lavender, and I have a couple of blue ones left. I've used a good bit of those. The yellow and then this green. So I've used them here and there, but not that much. And it was kind of like I didn't know what to do with them. And it was pastel colors, and I didn't use pastels that much. You know how it goes. It's kind of like you have something and you don't really know what to do with it. But anyway, I happened upon this idea, and I thought I'd show it to you because I think it turned out cute and it's fast. So I took the envelope. These are self-sticking. I just sealed it. And then I took my paper cutter and I just cut off the very edge of it. Just about less than an eighth, I guess. I don't know. Just a smidgen. You can see that. And threw that away. Then we have the pocket. I have these little doilies. I got these at Walmart also, and they're in the cake decorating aisle, and they're 4 inches. There's 30 in the package, and they're $3.42 for those. And so I'm going to use one of these. There we go. Okay, we sliced off the end, and I'm going to glue this doily to this right here. And I'm going to put the glue stick on the paper here. But I want to leave it not glued up here at the top. I want it just to be down where the edge of the doily is. I hope I didn't go too far with that already. And I'm going to put it about like that. It's kind of gluey on the edge there, but it'll be okay when it dries. And I'm going to take my scissors and trim off that part I don't need. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to glue a little bit more here on the edge of this in a minute, but it'll be okay. I'm going to come in about right here and just tear down from the top about that far. And then I'm going to fold this one back. This is going to be an asymmetrical type collar on here. And fold this one back short like that. And then I like to pull out the bottom, the doily part underneath. I like to pull it out just a little bit so it extends beyond the pink. And do that on the other side too, just a little bit like that. I'm going to glue that a little better right there so it'll stay stuck down. Okay, Then I want to make a bow, and I'm going to use this organza ribbon on it. The way I did these bows on these other two, I just made the bow, and then I took some thread and went around the middle of it and tied the thread and then glued it on there. It saves a little bit of ribbon, and this kind of disappears into it and just has a little gold touch there in the middle, which I liked. So I just do this, just kind of decide how big I want the bow to be and squish it down together. And I think it's easier to go ahead and cut it off. You may have to straighten it up a little bit later, so I'm going to leave it just a little bit long. And then you just take the thread and hold it with your thumb if you can and start wrapping around. Leave enough that you can work with it to tie a knot on it when you finish. It's best if you don't have glue on your hands, but I have a little glue. And I just go around about 10 times or so. And then cut it off. And I'm going to tie those two into a bow. It's a little bit fiddly. It's like almost like you need a third hand. But once you get the first loop tied, it gets easier. Whoops, I broke the thread. I'm going to glue it down and it will be fine. Just want this bow to be a little straighter here. I'm going to cut the rest of that thread off. I made the one side bigger than the other side. I don't know if I can bring it back or not. It'll be all right. I always get in a hurry when I'm on camera and don't do as good a job as I should. But anyway. Okay, then you kind of decide which side you want it to be facing up. I think that'll be fine. I wish I'd made those a little bit more even. And I'm just going to put that down right there and hold it in place. I'm just using Fabri-Tac on that. Works best, I think, when you're putting fabric to the paper. Okay, I think that got it stuck down, hopefully. And then I have scripture card. This is out of another set I found at Dollar Tree. I think I'd shown you these others. This is the one that has these bright, dark colors in it. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And this one says, let all that you do be done in love. And that was out of this set. It has the two colors. It has a real bright pink, and it has the dark green color. It has this pink. And I thought that was a little bold for this. So I also found this set at Dollar Tree. And it has pink ones, and it has some bright, almost orange, I guess. It's yellow, but it's really strong. So I decided to use this one. I have these bangle things that came out of a set of bangles and sequins and things. And I just stapled it on there with my little, has some gold staples in it right now, a little stapler I got the other day at Walmart. This one says, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And I thought that this would be pretty in here, and I want to put this lace on the edge. I'm going to glue it with this side that has, this side is stitched, but this side has like a chain stitch on it. So I'm going to glue that side to the card, and I'm going to glue it to this side of the card, again with Fabri-Tac. And I'm just going to put the Fabri-Tac up here at the edge. Cross. And then place the lace on it. I'm going to extend it just a little bit on each side, and then I can cut it at an angle or whatever I decide to do when I do that. And Just check this side to make sure I like the way it looks. And then I'm going to clip this off like that. And this one, similar angle. And then I can put this card in the pocket. There's the edge of this page, the paper that folds back this way at the bottom there, and it kind of catches on that. And if you want it to stick up a little bit, you can just leave it caught on that. Or if you want it to go further in, you can push it down. Or you can just hold it up, just place it in there with the butterfly showing if you want to do that. I also have these little butterflies that I have that my brother gave me. And I have some rub-ons that have flowers. I thought maybe I'd put something down here on a corner. I also have these that are stickers from Dollar Tree, Crafter's Square. And I don't know if that's too much on there or not. These are kind of big, but I'm wondering about that one. I kind of like a little contrast there. I may put that one on there. I wonder how it would look if it had that below it or above it or something. That might be kind of pretty. I may do that. See how I like it. The thing about it is these are so easy to do. You can just do a bunch of them, and you can mass make them, cut all the envelopes, seal them all, cut them all, whatever it is you want to, however you want to do it. Let's see how far up I want to come with that. I want it about right there, I think. And then I'm going to take this and put it over it. I kind of want it to cover up that cut edge, so I think I'll put it like that. Do you think that looks good? It's what we're doing. I have stuck it down. Okay, so I think that's about it for this idea. You can round the corners on the prayer cards. You can add extra cards in them like I did on the other one. Or you can put like a greeting card in there. Either a vintage Easter card or a birthday card or something. Or you can put just extra cards in to write on. I just wanted to say, if you don't have these colored envelopes like these, you could always make an envelope just from a sheet of paper. This is 8.5 by 11. And the envelopes are 4 3/4 by 6.5 inches. And I cut off that little sliver at the top. So they come out about a little, just shy of 6.5, or you could make them 6.5. If you're making the envelope, you don't have to cut off the end. But to do that, you would just have, you want it 4.5 this way. So you could turn this back inside. Just need to fold a little bit in here, like about 1/2 inch. And then bring this across. And a little more than that. Just cut it off there. That's about, what is that, about 1/2 inch? A little bit more. Then on the bottom, you could fold it up to make a place to glue together. And then just cut off this corner here. And over here. Cut this part off. You can use your cutter if you want to do that. I'm just going fast on this to do it. And then you would glue your flaps here and there and fold this together like that. And then you can cut it down to whatever size you want. If you want it to be like these are, you could cut it right there. You could also use like scrapbooking paper and make, you know, pretty designs on it, or whatever you choose to do. So that gives you a basis again for that. And I thought you might like to have that option. This is the result after I decorated it with a heart-shaped pink doily. So anyway, I hope you like this idea, and it's something you can use in your journals or in your decorating or whatever you do at Easter. Maybe it would be helpful. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.